excited to share with you today a recipe for a powerful and potent antibiotic. This natural remedy is so good for many sicknesses. If you have a sore throat or the flu, fever, any sort of inflammation, pain, and even for things that I don't even know. For example, once at church, I shared this recipe and there was a brother that he told me a testimony. He had arthritis in his hands. He had a lot of pain and he could barely move his hands, and he started taking this medicine for 1 week, and he realized that the pain went away and he was able to freely move his hands again. So what he did, he stopped for 1 week to be sure that it was this medicine that was having that powerful effect, and sure enough, after 1 week that he was not taking it, the pain came back and he realized that this was healing him from arthritis. So I encourage you guys to do this at home. Next time you need an antibiotic, instead of going to the pharmacy to buy the medicine, you want to make this. Why? What's the difference? Well, the medicine that we buy at the pharmacy, the antibiotic, what it does to the bacteria, it makes a hole on the cell wall of the bacteria and the bacteria dies. But it has side effects, and the bacteria eventually creates an enzyme that will resist that medication if you take it on and off, so that when you take it again, it won't have any effect on your body anymore. But this medicine is different. We're using one of the most powerful antibiotics that God has given us, which is garlic. For this recipe, you're going to use a whole head of garlic, and what garlic does is it's more effective than the antibiotic you buy at the store, because the garlic will not only just make a hole on the bacterial wall, it will destroy it. Not only that, it will destroy the DNA of the bacteria, it will inhibit the multiplication of it, and there's no way the bacteria can survive. There are no side effects, and garlic is good for many other reasons. So it's so much better, friends. So here's the recipe. You're gonna use a whole head of garlic, 1 full onion. Onions are filled with antioxidants and they fight inflammation. You're gonna use 1/4 cup of ginger, fresh ginger. And ginger is really good for the stomach. If you have nausea or anything related with the stomach, ginger is good for that, and it also fights inflammation. Lemons that are filled with vitamin C, and they boost our immune system, and also a little bit of honey that soothes the cough, and it's helpful for many other reasons. The first thing we want to do is start with the garlic. We're going to peel all the cloves of garlic. Now that we have our cloves peeled, what we're going to do, we're going to smash each one of them just like that. And the reason why we're smashing it, and we want to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before we use it. Now, this is a very important step and something that not many people know, but it's necessary to do this so that the antibiotic ingredient in the garlic can be activated. There is something about smashing it and let it sit to have contact with oxygen before you use it. Once we smash all the cloves of garlic, now we're going to peel and to cut in tiny little pieces both the onion and the ginger. After you chop the onions and the ginger, you're gonna need a glass container like this one. And what we're gonna do, we're going to squeeze the lemon juice in this container. By the way, the lemon, here in Brazil we call lemon, whether for the green one or yellow. You can use either limes or lemons, whatever one you have available. So we're going to squeeze the lemon juice right there, put 1 tablespoon of honey, and we're going to add the onions and the ginger inside the container, and also chop the garlic in tiny pieces like the onions and ginger, and add it in there with all the rest of the ingredients. So now that we have all of our ingredients inside the container, all we need to do is to fill it up with water all the way. Once we do that, we will close the container, and you're gonna need a pan, kind of like this one. And you want to put water halfway of the pan, put the container in there, and bring it to boil. Make sure you put it at low heat, if not, the glass can break. Once you see that this water inside the pan is boiling, it's ready. You can turn it off and let it cool down. It just needs to get warm enough so that the ingredients release its healing properties into the water inside the container. All right, so our natural remedy is ready. The water has boiled in the pan, so we turned it off. And now, how are we going to keep this medicine? You want to make sure to keep it in the fridge. It will last you for more than 3 weeks. Kids can take it. Make sure you give the kids just the water. They can take 3 times a day up to 7 days. Adults, whenever you take it, make sure you eat the little pieces too. Even if you can either chew it or you can swallow them. 3 times a day, you can double the dose if you're really sick. Now, I really hope that this medicine will prove to be a blessing to you, your family, and anyone you know. My husband and I, the times that we have gotten sick, we got healed by just a few days of taking this. I've got to know people that were sick for weeks and they were not getting better. And when they tried this medicine, this natural remedy, they got healed in a matter of days. So may God bless you all, and try this at home and you'll be blessed.